الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How are you all doing? Good. MashaAllah, very good to have you all here. The numbers are declining by the day for some reason. I don't know why, but inshallah, let's keep it going, guys. We want to have some consistency, so that inshallah we can cover Surah Yusuf and also learn from this. So inshallah, we'll just carry forward from where we left yesterday. So if via a raise of hands, if I can know who all would like to volunteer to read the next ayahs, and inshallah from there I'll choose one. I noticed Tahzeeb has also put his hands up. He's not got a chance yet. So Tahzeeb, I put the slides on the screen now. If you can just recite what I've put up on the screen. Walaikum assalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وجاءت سيارة فأرسلوا والدهم فأدلى دلوه قال يا بشرى هذا غلام وأسروه بضاعة والله عليم بما يعملون وشروه بثمن بخس دراهم معدودة وكانوا فيه من الزاهدين وقال الذي اشتراه من مصر لامرأته أكرمي مثواه وقال الذي اشتراه من مصر لامرأته أكرمي مثواه عسى أن ينفعنا أو نتخذه ولدا وكذلك مكنا ليوسف في الأرض ولنعلمه من تأويل الأحاديث والله غالب على أمره ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون ولما بلغ أشده آتيناه حكما وعلما وكذلك نجزي المحسنين.
Jazakumullahu khairan. Okay, a fresh raise of hands by those who would like to read the translation. Let me see who has not got a chance yet. Hasnain Pasha. And as Walaikum Assalam wa rahmatullah. Hasnain Pasha, are you there? Can you please read the translation?
And there came some wayfarers and sent one of them to go for water. So he let down his bucket. He said, "What a good news! Here is a boy." And they kept him hidden as merchandise, while Allah was aware of what they were doing. And they sold him for a paltry price, for a few silver coins, and they were disinterested in him. And the one who bought him from Egypt said to his wife, "Make his stay graceful. He may be useful for us, or we may adopt him as a son." And thus we established Yusuf in the land, so that we should teach him the interpretation of events. And Allah is powerful in enforcing His command, but most of the people do not know. And when he reached the prime of his age, we gave him wisdom and knowledge, And this is how we reward those good in deeds.
Jazakumullah khairan. Very well done. So, what we had already covered the first ayah yesterday. Those of you who attended the class yesterday or even heard the recordings, we've already covered the first part, which basically talks about that there were some travelers who came over there and they saw Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam in there, and then when that person saw him, he said, "What a good news! Here is the boy." And now it says, "Washarau," and yeah, وَسَرُّهُ بِضَاعَةً وَاللَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِمَا يَعْمَلُونَ, and they kept him hidden as a merchandise. So basically, what does merchandise mean is now there are two understandings of this ayah. One thing is that they kept, so the people who were the travelers over there, they kept him, they hid him over there. As soon as he saw them, he's like, "Oh, it's a boy." And then he later thought, "Okay, fine, let me take him, and then I'll sell this boy to someone and I'll make money." So this is one understanding. Back in those days, there were people who used to be taken as slaves, and people would buy and sell slaves and make money based on that and take service from them. This slavery system has gone now. There is no slavery system in this day and age, but back in those days, and even the time of Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, there were slaves. As we all know, Hazrat Bilal radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was a slave, and Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu helped him by buying him from his master and then freeing him. Yeah. So this is one understanding of the ayah, that the person who found Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam, he basically hid him and then he thought he'll sell it to someone. The other understanding is that the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam, they did this. So what happened is, as you all know, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was in the well for 3 days, and the elder brother, every day he would come and he would bring him food and water inside the slave, inside the well. One day when he came to give him food and water, he saw Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam is not there. He's not, and then he found out, okay, he's there. There are some people who have taken him over there. So now what the brothers did is, they went over there and they told him that Prophet they said a lie. As I said earlier, to stop to hide one lie, now they're lying and lying and lying and lying and completely making up an entire story based on lies. So basically, they went and told the people over there that Yusuf alayhi salam is our slave. He is our slave, and you have taken it to him. You have taken our slave. So basically, you have to buy it from us. You cannot take him like that. And then the ayah basically says that وَشَرَوْهُ بِثَمَنٍ بَخْسٍ دَرَاهِمَ مَعْدُودَةٍ وَكَانُوا فِيهِ مِنَ الزَّاهِدِينَ. What does it say? That they sold him for a very paltry price, for very little money. They sold Yusuf alayhi salam for so little money. وَكَانُوا فِيهِ مِنَ الزَّاهِدِينَ, and they were disinterested in him. See, what you need to understand over here is, they sold him for very little penny. They had, because see, what is the usul, what is the rule in this world? Whichever thing has a lot of value, that has a higher price. So anything which is of great value, which can bring much more benefit to people, has a higher price. Yeah, a 1 bedroom apartment has lower value, has lower benefit, it has a small price. A 5 bedroom villa has a higher price. Similarly, a normal car has a lower price, a sports car has a higher price. Similarly, over here, because in the eyes of the brothers, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, they did not see any value. They just wanted to get rid of him. People say, right, that you have to be a zahid. In Islamic terminology, when we say that the other person is a zahid, we say that he's just disinterested in this world. His focus is not this world. He's always thinking about akhirah. For them also, they were zahid. Zahid means that they were just disinterested in Prophet Yusuf. They just wanted to get rid of him. So they sold Prophet Yusuf for a very little price. They just sold it for a very little price and then just wanted to get rid of him. The message.
How did they find the Egyptians?
Sorry?
How did the brothers find them? people that took Surah Islam from them?
Yeah.
How did they find them?
Yeah, so I was just explaining. So what happened is, while Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was in the well, the elder brother used to bring food to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam while he was there. For 3 days he did that. Then one of the days when he came over there, he saw that Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was not there. And then he looked around, so he saw there were some travelers there. He went and saw over there, and he saw Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam over there. Does that answer your question?
Yes, so the elder brother, he was the nice person. So he was the one that was bringing food, right? But
Yes.
when the brothers sold him for a very small price, did the elder brother stop them?
No, because I think you've not heard the previous sessions of ours. The elder brother wanted to save Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, but the other 9 brothers, they had all stood against him, and they said, "We will not let you do that." Our point is, because the other 9 brothers, their plan was to kill Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. It was the elder brother who somehow convinced them that, okay, our goal is just to get rid of him, so we can get rid of him by just throwing him in the well, or by ensuring that he just leaves this place. We don't need to kill him. So this is how the elder brother actually helped Prophet Yusuf salam, by just so that at least he remains alive, and the other 9 brothers will also be happy that we've just got rid of Prophet Yusuf salam.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And then, but the message over here for us is, imagine, see, this is the value of outward beauty. We had already covered earlier. Prophet Yusuf, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was given half of the beauty of this entire world, and the other half of the beauty was spread across the entire world. Imagine how beautiful he was, but he was sold for a few pennies. For a few pennies. So in the books of Tafasir, it is written that he was sold for only 20 coins. So every brother just got 2 coins. This is the price they put for Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. And what is the price which Allah Ta'ala is putting for us? Allah Ta'ala is saying in the Quran, Man khashiyar rahmana bil ghaibi wa ja'a bi qalbin munib udkhuluha bi salamin dhalika yawmul khulud lahum ma yasha'una fiha waladayna mazid. Allah Ta'ala is saying in the Quran that the one who comes to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala with a clean heart, with a pure heart, a heart which is free of sins, a heart which is free of any ill feelings of anyone, if he brings to Allah Ta'ala that heart, what will Allah Ta'ala give him? Allah Ta'ala will give him Jannah. So if the price for the outer beauty is a few coins, the price for the inner beauty, the clean heart, what is the price of the inner beauty, the clean heart? It is Jannah. And then Allah Ta'ala is saying, Lahum ma yasha'una fiha waladayna mazid. Allah Ta'ala is saying, in the Jannah, you will have whatever you want. You will have whatever you want, and will also have more. See, this is again, this is what we need to understand over here. Yeah, this is the price which Allah Ta'ala has put for me and you to be good in this world. So Allah Ta'ala is demanding just the usual average age of this ummah is between 60 to 70 years old. Allah Ta'ala is just saying, just be good, be obedient, follow my commands for 60, 70 years only, and in return for that, I will give you infinite years of pleasure. What kind of a transaction is this? Imagine, only 60, 70 years of effort, and then it is infinite years of blessings. For infinite years, you will have whatever you want. And that too, in 60, 70 years, Allah Ta'ala is saying to be obedient in a world which itself is not perfect. Me and you cannot have everything in this world. Even if we want to do whatever we want, we cannot do whatever we want because we don't have the means. Do we have all the unlimited money? No, we don't. Do we have access to everything? No, we want. No, we don't, right? So even if you want to do everything what you want, you cannot do in this world because this world is imperfect. But Allah Ta'ala is saying just be good for 60, 70 years, then the price which I will put for that pure heart is Jannah. And in Jannah you will have whatever you want and you will have more. And that more, ulama have mentioned that more is the sight of Allah. In Jannah we will be able to see Allah, our beloved. So this is the price which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put for Jannah. I will take your questions inshallah. If you have any questions, I will take it. I'll give you some time when I will take your questions. So as I said, see, this is one transaction which the brothers of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam did by selling Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. There is one transaction which Allah Ta'ala also has done. Allah Ta'ala mentions in the Quran, Inna Allah ashtara min al-mu'minina anfusahum wa amwaluhum bi anna lahumul jannah. Allah Ta'ala is saying, surely Allah has bought their lives and their wealth from the believers in exchange of a promise that paradise shall be theirs. Easy deal, guys. Allah Ta'ala is saying, let's do a transaction. Let's do a transaction. You give me your life and you give me your wealth. In return for that, I will give you Jannah. Reflect, guys. Reflect. Think about it. This life, is this ours?
Please, can you repeat?
Yeah. Allah Ta'ala is saying in the Quran, Allah has bought their lives, as in our lives. Allah is talking about us. That Allah Ta'ala has bought our lives and our wealth from the believers. So Allah Ta'ala is saying, give me your life, give me your wealth, and in return for this, I will give you paradise. Reflection for us, guys. Is this life ours? Is this life ours? As it is given by Allah. Yes, it is an amanat from Allah. This is why Allah Ta'ala will question us on the day of judgment. What did you do with your body? Did you take care of it? Did you use it for the right things? So, just as an example,
What did you do?
yeah. So
What did you do with my money, like in people's like?
yeah, so exactly. So the example which I'm trying to give you, for example, this is my mobile. Okay, this is my mobile. If I throw it and destroy it, will any one of you question me that why did you do it?
No.
No,
No.
because it is mine, right? It is mine. I can say it is mine. It was my wish. This is what I wanted to do. I just threw it. Despite Allah is saying that give me your life and give me your wealth, but if you think about it, it is Allah. Allah is the one who's given it to us. He is the one who's gonna take it back, and He's gonna question us about that. Yeah, Allah Ta'ala is the one who's given us money, and He's told us to spend in a certain manner, and He can take it back. Allah Ta'ala is giving it to us. That is, and it is His. That is why He'll question to us on the day of judgment. For example, if you have your own car, and then you go and bang it on the wall of someone, can anyone come and ask you why did you do that? I will punish you for this. He cannot do that, right? Because it is your car, it was your wish, you banged it and destroyed it. But for example, if you did this with somebody else's car,
The wall needs to be yours as well.
sorry?
The wall needs to be yours as well.
Yeah, definitely. We're not destroying anybody else's wall. So it's my wall, my car. I destroyed the wall also. I destroyed the car also. Can somebody question me that why did I do that? And can he punish me for that? No, he cannot. It was my wish, I did it. But if I did that to somebody else's car, I will be held questionable, right?
Yes.
I will be held questionable. So Allah Ta'ala is saying, so as it is not ours. Allah Ta'ala is saying, okay, let's do a business deal. Allah Ta'ala is saying, come on, let's do a deal. Give me your life, as in live your life according to my commands. Spend money in my path. And in my path, again, this is also what we need to understand is spending money in Allah's path does not just mean that doing charity for to people outside or giving money to make massages or to bring or to make madrasas or something. Spending on your family, giving money to your family, giving money to your kids, buying them food, taking them outside, taking them out to have some fun. This is all spending in the path of Allah if one does that with that niyyah. So Allah Ta'ala is saying, spend your life according to my commands, spend your wealth according to my commands, and if you do that, so this is what you will give. In return for that, I'll give you Jannah. Is this a profitable deal or not?
Yeah.
Very good.
Very profitable deal. Very, very profitable deal. Because what is the value of Jannah? We cannot even value Jannah when we cannot even think about Jannah, because Jannah is anything which we can think. If we can think about something, then definitely Jannah is much more better than that. Jannah will be something which no eyes has ever seen. So this is such a profitable deal. Allah Ta'ala is doing it's like a clearance sale or a bargain sale or a 99% off sale, that okay, just give me something and you will have Jannah. Subhanallah. So we should be striving to have this. We should make every effort we can to get this.
Sallam saw it, yes.
Yes, definitely he saw Jannah. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then once Allah Ta'ala has bought it, when this transaction has been done, now it's not that just that okay, Allah Ta'ala did this transaction and he is like, okay, fine, this transaction is done, now I will see what you will do. No. He is also giving us reminders. Allah Ta'ala wants to give us Jannah. See, in this world we have seen, okay, when a person buys and sells, so the mentality is that when a certain person buys something, okay, if for example I am giving 10 dirhams to buy a chocolate, my mentality will be, man, for somehow he just gives me the chocolate also and doesn't take my 10 dirhams also. This is the kind of mentality we have, so that I can get it for free. But what is Allah Ta'ala doing is, Allah Ta'ala did this deal. Now, if it was like person like me, you would have said, okay, man, take his life and wealth also and don't give Jannah. In fact, what Allah Ta'ala is saying, okay, fine, we have done this transaction, but he's constantly reminding also that you remember we have done a transaction deal. He keeps reminding us, he keeps calling us towards him. Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran, فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? Where are you going? He's calling us. Come here, come here. Don't go away from me. Remember, we have done a transaction. Remember, you are going to give me, you are going to spend your life and wealth as I asked you to do, and I'll give you Jannah for this. Then again, in one place, Allah Ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhal insan, ma gharraka bi rabbikal kareem. What has turned you away from your generous Lord? Where are you going? Is Shaitan deceiving you? He's making you forget our transaction. Do you remember? You told me you will spend your life as I have asked you to do. You will spend your wealth as I have asked you to do. And I will give you Jannah. I want to give you Jannah. What the point I'm trying to make is, Allah Ta'ala wants to give us Jannah over here. It's not that Allah Ta'ala wants to send us to hellfire. If He wanted us to go to hellfire, then why would He remind us every now and then about Jannah? Every now and then, why does He remind us of hellfire? Every now and then, why does He call us towards Him? Every now and then, why does He give us stories in the Quran so that we can understand, okay, in Quran, Allah Ta'ala has given us stories about people who are going to Jannah, who are going to hellfire. Why? Because we keep thinking about, we don't forget. Allah Ta'ala does not want us to go to hellfire. That is how much He loves us, that He wants us to go to Jannah. And Allah Ta'ala's mercy will be on that level, on that day of judgment, that Allah Ta'ala loves us more than 70 mothers. Exactly. Can one mother throw her child in the hellfire, throw her in the fire? Can one mother can do that? No way. I am sure if a chance comes that there is a mother and she has her child with her and there is fire in front of her, and the only way, and there's an option given to her that she can choose one. Either she can go into the fire, burn and die, or she has to throw her child. I am sure every mother in this world is going to throw herself in the fire and save her child. This is how much a mother loves her kids. Imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us more than 70 children. Will Allah ta'ala do that? Never. Never, never, never will Allah ta'ala. Allah ta'ala does not want to do that. He's given us all what he wants. He's given us all the asbab, all the ways, all the reminders, everything. It's just that me and you need to make an effort. And guys, we can make an effort. It is not easy. We just need to be determined and ready to strive so that we have our goal set, where is Jannah, and then keep doing that. And you know what? It is the effort which counts. And one more promise Allah Ta'ala has done in the Quran. In this world, you can say that, okay, I made an effort, but I was not successful. Somebody can say that, okay, fine, I was doing, I prepared very hard for my exams, but I failed. What somebody can say that. Allah Ta'ala is giving us a guarantee in the Quran. Allah Ta'ala is giving us a guarantee in the Quran. He's saying, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Yes?
Can you, it looks like you're muted. In my device, I can't hear you.
I think the others can hear us. Can you please, can others please,
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
all right,
I can
exactly.
hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so I think you need to fix your,
Because you have a problem in this room, shows who has a problem showing on you. It's red.
yeah. Okay, Jazakallah. So what I was saying is, in this dunya, you might make an effort and you might fail in something or the other. But Allah Ta'ala is giving us a guarantee in the Quran. Yeah? In this world, we are given like money back guarantee. Allah Ta'ala is saying, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Allah Ta'ala is saying, those who strive in our path, those who make an effort in our path, لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا, we will definitely guide you. We will definitely guide them. It is not possible. Allah Ta'ala is saying, if you make an effort, I will definitely guide you. You have to make an effort. I have to make an effort. We have to make an effort, and then Allah Ta'ala will definitely guide us. Are we all ready to make an effort?
Yes.
Inshallah, we all should make an effort. We will we will make an effort. We will slip. We will stand up. We will slip. We will stand up. We will slip. We will stand up. But we have to keep trying. Never lose hope, guys. Never lose hope. And then Allah Ta'ala gives us the rewards also for the actions. Whatever we do, subhanallah, if you reflect the way, again, as I said you, because Allah Ta'ala wants us to be successful and to get Jannah, the rule, somebody might say, this rule is, this is like a handicap rule. What is this? You have set up the rules only so that we can win. Allah Ta'ala is saying, if you think about something good and you don't do it, but you just thought about it, you will get one good deed. Somebody might say, what man, we just thought about it, still he's getting good deed. Allah Ta'ala is saying, if a believer thinks about something good and he does it, he'll get 10 deeds. Doing one but getting 10. Okay, if somebody thinks about doing something bad and he does not do it, 0 good deeds, 0 bad deeds. Over there, the person thought about doing something good, he got 1 good deed. Over here, he thought about doing a bad deed but did not do it, 0. Now over here also, if he did not do the bad deed, that means he did not get a chance or something, 0. If he left the bad deed out of fear of Allah, leaving this will become 1 good deed. And then even if he thought about a bad deed and he did that, it will only be written as 1. Subhanallah. Allah Ta'ala has made it so easy for us, guys. We do 1, we get 10. In some places we can get 700. In some places it says you will get however Allah Ta'ala wants us to do. So the rule is set in a way that it is so easy, guys. It is so easy to get into Jannah. But the only thing is, we need to make an effort. We need to make an effort to achieve it. Try hard. Strive hard. Make dua to Allah. Allah Ta'ala will open ways. Allah Ta'ala will make it easy for us. And then on top of that, even if we are slipping, Allah Ta'ala is hiding it from everyone. Allah Ta'ala is Al-Sattar. He's not telling everyone that, okay, Ayman did this, or Hamza did this, or Osman did this, or Abdullah did this. He is hiding our sins also. Subhanallah. What kind of a Rabb we have? Ma gharraka bi rabbikal kareem.
If we say adult sins to others, so on the day of judgment, our sins will be hidden by everyone.
Yes, very good. Jazakallah khair. So if we publish the bad deeds of others, Allah Ta'ala will publish our bad deeds on the day of judgment in front of everyone. Just like Allah is Al-Sattar, we need to also conceal the bad deeds of others. If we see someone doing bad, just don't go about, oh, let me do a broadcast message, tuck, 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 sending message to everyone, or putting your status on Instagram or Facebook. No, no, no. Conceal it. Try to tell him, boss, I saw you doing something bad. Don't do it. Do tawbah. Call him towards Allah. Yeah, that is our duty. All right. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically now they sold it to him,
Yes.
and then Allah Ta'ala is telling us a very big thing. So now what happened? So once he was sold, now the people in the Egypt, the travelers, they basically took Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam to Egypt. And then when they went over there, as I told you, now their intention is that they bought Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam from someone, and now they went and they sold it. They were trying to sell it to him over there. When they started selling him over there, the brothers of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam sold him for a few pennies. When he went to Egypt, people started saying, no, we will give gold, we'll give silver, we'll give this, and we'll give that. And there was like such a big money which was collected. And eventually, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was sold to the finance minister of Egypt. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was sold to the finance minister of Egypt, such a wealthy man, such a big position. He was sold. Sorry?
Who is that?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
I mean, what does he do? I mean, what
Yeah, the finance. So the finance minister of Egypt, a finance minister is basically who looks out of after the money of a country. He makes sure that the money of a country is spent on the right things. As in, he controls and monitors and reviews the money of a certain country.
So he's the richest, but the
You
second
can,
richest.
you can, yeah, he's as in definitely a very wealthy person and a very educated person, because he's in that position. He's one of the most, he has one of the most senior positions in the country. And then what and then when the finance minister bought Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, he told his wife that you make Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam stay graceful. He may be useful for us, and or we may adopt him as a son. Now the wife of Prophet Yusuf, the wife of the finance minister of Egypt, her name is Zuleikha, and she's a very important character in the life of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, which we will inshallah know today and in the next session. So she is one of the very important characters of the story. So she basically started to take care of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. And then Allah Ta'ala is reminding us again. He's saying, Wallahu ghalibun ala amrihi walakinna akthara nasi la ya'lamun. Allah Ta'ala is saying that Allah is powerful in His command, but most of the people do not know. Allah Ta'ala is reminding us this all is planned, guys. Allah Ta'ala is setting up everything. Allah Ta'ala has planned this. This is how He brought Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam from Palestine to Egypt. And this is how He's setting up the entire story today. And we might see something and we might get disturbed. Oh no, why is this happening? We are in such a bad state. What is going to happen? I think we are destroyed. We cannot do anything. But we forget that Allah Ta'ala is in control of everything. Allah Ta'ala is running the show. He is the one who's written this entire story. We don't know what's going to happen at this point in time, but then later on we remember, oh, this is why this happened to me, so that I could do this. And it just reminds me of one of my friend. When I started working, so there was a friend of mine, who was from a very very rich family. He was from a very rich family, and basically, and so he used to work, as in he used to do job as to where I was also working, and along with that, he used to manage a lot of other businesses. So definitely, when he's managing all of those businesses, also he could not focus a lot on his work. He could not focus a lot on his job. So I once told him that, okay, why are you working over here, man? When you have so many businesses, when you're so rich, then why do you need to do a job over here? He's like, no, no, I want to work in a professional environment and all that. After some time, my company fired him. My company fired him because, as I told you guys, that he was not able to concentrate on his job. He had so many businesses going on that practically it was not possible for him to focus on the job. Now, if you think from his perspective, he's, oh, I got fired, I lost my job, what is going to happen, how am I going to run my house and all that. I think I met him after 3 4 months, and we were going somewhere, so he told me he'll pick me up. So he came to pick me in a Lamborghini, and I was like, when did you buy this Lamborghini? He said, no, I think 1 month back I bought a Lamborghini, and also I bought a Mercedes S500 also. I said, how did this happen? He's like, you know what? I was doing that job with you in the same place, and I was not able to manage my businesses also, not even able to do my job properly. So when the company fired me, I thought, oh man, this is something really bad. But this turned out to be so good for me that I started to focus on my business, and in such a small time, I started making such good money that I'm able to buy these cars now. So I said, Subhanallah. So when I read this again, see, if you think from that perspective, okay, fine. Oh man, Prophet Yusuf salam fell down in a well. He became a slave. He was sold to some people. Some people might think that over there he was staying with Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam in the company of a prophet with his brothers, and he fell in the slave. Oh, what is going to happen? Why is this happening? I think he's destroyed. He'll never be in the company of good people and all that. And see, this is how Allah Ta'ala is setting up the entire story. So this Allah Ta'ala is reminding us that He is in control of everything. But people forget. People don't know that He is controlling the entire show that He is giving. And then Allah Ta'ala says, وَلَمَّا بَلَغَ شُدَّهُ آتَيْنَا حُكْمًا وَعِلْمًا وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Allah Ta'ala is saying that when he grew up, we gave him hikmat, we gave him wisdom, ilm, we gave him knowledge. وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. So, ulama have said that this hikmat and ilm, the wisdom and ilm which he was given, this is prophethood. When he grew up, Allah Ta'ala gave him prophethood, and then subhanallah, very important message for me and you, وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Allah Ta'ala is reminding us, this is how we give jaza. This is how we compensate the people who do good deeds, muhsinin, who do good. Allah Ta'ala is reminding us over here, if we also will be good, if we also will be obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we also stay away from sins, Allah Ta'ala will give us knowledge also, Allah Ta'ala will give us wisdom also. وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. This is the usul which Allah Ta'ala is giving us. If you will be good, then Allah Ta'ala will give you knowledge also. Allah Ta'ala will give you wisdom also. You at times reflect, right, when you sit in the company of the awliya, of the people of Allah, they and when you listen to their talks, you reflect, man, how do they know this? And how, as in everybody reads that, but the kind of messages they can take out from that text, not everyone can do that. This is وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Because they are good, because they are the people who do good deeds, they stay away from bad deeds. Allah Ta'ala opens their hearts. Allah Ta'ala puts in their heart certain things which He does not give to normal people. And so if me and you also want to be knowledgeable people, if me also want to be people of wisdom, we need to focus on doing good deeds and staying away from bad deeds. Then Allah Ta'ala will also compensate that, will give us compensation for our good deeds by giving us knowledge and wisdom. Definitely prophethood, the doors of prophethood are closed, but there are only of Allah. Allah Ta'ala can choose us to become his wali, and why not? We should also be asking that to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alright guys. Any questions? We have some hand raises over here. Okay, I understand that these are not questions. Okay. Can
So I
people?
have a question.
Yeah, please.
Did Zuleika and the chief minister end up adopting Yusuf alayhi salam, or was he a slave the
No,
entire
no, no. He was a slave. They did not adopt him. He was a slave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. I think the questions are done. Now, can I have by a raise of hands people who want to volunteer to read the ayah of the Quran? Sadan, I've been calling your name for the last 3 sessions. Are you there today or not? Yeah. Wa Islam. Did you get a chance to recite earlier?
No.
No. Okay. Kindly recite these ayahs, please. Jazakallah.
الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وراودته التي هو في بيتها عن نفسه وغلقت الأبواب وقالت هيت لك قال معاذ الله إنه ربي أحسن مثواي إنه لا يفلح الظالمون ولقد همت به وهم بها لولا أن رأى برهان ربه كذلك لنصرف عنه السوء والفحشاء إنه من عبادنا المخلصين.
Jazakumullah khair. Can I have volunteers for reading the translation, please?
Can I read the translation?
Let me see, guys. Yeah, I want to give chance to people who did not get a chance earlier. I see there is Muhammad Dawood Zia. Muhammad Dawood Zia, are you there?
Yes.
Yes. Can you please read the translation?
And she in whose house he was seduced him away from his resisting self and bolted the doors and said, "Come on." He said, "May Allah save me. Surely he is my master. He has given me a good lodging. Surely the wrongdoers do not prosper." And she certainly desired him, and he had desired her. Had he not seen the proof from his Lord, he could have indulged. This we did to turn away from him evil and lewdness. Surely he is among our, I can't see the bottom part,
Chosen slaves.
slaves.
Yeah. Jazakumullah khair. Okay. Now a very important incident in the life of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. What happened is, when he grew up, and as we all know, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam grew up to be one of the most beautiful people in the world. Now, a big test came on Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam and also on the wife of the finance minister, Zuleika. So basically, Zuleika tried to trap Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam in a sin. She tried to call him towards doing a sin, and not just call him, but actually trapping him to do a sin. She tried to trap him into a sin. See, and the way how she trapped Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was that she was a beautiful woman, definitely, because she being the wife of such a of such a wealthy person, so definitely she was one of the most beautiful people in the country. Second, she was one of the very big families. She was one of the very noble families over there, and she entirely set up that entire place in a way that she can basically trap Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam in doing the sin, in calling him towards the sin. She entirely set up the scene as such, closed the door so that Prophet Yusuf cannot run away anywhere, and putting pressure on her, because in a way she was her master, right? So she could force Prophet Yusuf to do anything, and Prophet Yusuf was in a very difficult position to tell her that no, I will not do a sin, I will not disobey my Lord, I will not do that. So this so it was a very difficult position for Prophet Yusuf because the scene which was entirely set up, it was very difficult for Prophet Yusuf to save himself from there. And in that situation, definitely the way Allah Ta'ala helped him is a very big message for her, a message for us. If you read over here, the moment she tried to trap Prophet Yusuf in doing a sin, Prophet Yusuf said, Qala ma'adallah. He said, may Allah save me. Immediately did ruju towards Allah, prayed to Allah, oh Allah, you save me. This is a lesson for me and you over here. What happens to us is, whenever certain difficulties come in our life, what we do is, initially we don't call to Allah. We have trust in our own capabilities, in our own abilities, and we say, no, I will take care of it, I will fix things, I will make sure everything is happening. And then when we run around, and eventually are now in a state that, okay man, I cannot handle this, at that time we call, oh Allah save me, oh Allah save me. But if you read the Quran and if you read the responses, just like Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, immediately as soon as he came into that difficult position, he said, oh Allah save me, oh Allah save me. And then once he's asked the help of Allah, then he now, and it's not just that, okay, only by asking Allah to help, that he is now, and then he's not doing anything, then he makes an effort, then the next effort he says is he tries to explain to the wife of the finance minister that, okay, no, we should not be doing this sin is this, we should not be disobeying. So, and then what we learn over here is that even Maryam alayhi salam, when Jibreel alayhi salam came to Maryam alayhi salam and told her about everything, then that she will have a son without a father and all that. So at that time also, as soon as she saw Jibreel alayhi salam, she saw somebody has come over there, she immediately said, Inni a'udhu bi rahmani. She also seeked refuge in Allah. So we need to learn also, whenever we come into a position where it's a position where we can fall into a sin or something, immediately call on to Allah for protection. A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammati min sharri ma khalaq. I seek refuge in the perfect words of Allah from the evil of that which He has created. Yeah, Allah Ta'ala has also created evil so that He may test us. So as soon as a certain moment comes in our life where we can fall into a sin, immediately seek refuge in Allah. Oh Allah save me, oh Allah save me. And then make an effort, just like me and for example, if Zakaria, he goes and he gets a membership in a gym, and then 1 month passes, and then Abdullah goes and speaks to Zakaria. I said, okay, can you show me your muscles? And Zakaria will show, oh, see, these are my muscles. So then Abdullah will say, no, but you don't have any muscles. Zakaria will say, no, I got the gym membership, no. So then Abdullah will tell him, Zakaria, we don't get muscles when we get the gym membership. We get muscles when we get the gym membership and also go and lift dumbbells. If you are not lifting dumbbells, then how will you get muscles? So getting the gym membership is not alone required. Yes, this is Darul Asbab. This is we are in a place, we are in this world where we have to make an effort, where we have to go and do something. So yes, I seek refuge in Allah. Oh Allah, save me from this, and then try our best to save ourselves from the sin. So this is what Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam also did. As soon as he came into that position, he made dua to Allah. Oh Allah, save me. And then he spoke to Zulaikha. He said, surely He said, Innahu Rabbi ahsana maswai, innahu la yuflihu zalimun. Surely he is my master. He has given me a good lodging. He said, I cannot, as in he is my master. How can I do this? Now over here, ulama have mentioned that Rabbi over here can mean both things. One thing is that he is referring to the master he bought him. Who was the master who bought Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam?
Kid
Yes.
Finance minister.
Yeah, the finance minister, right? The finance minister. So he said, uh, the finance minister, your husband is the one who's the one he purchased me. He's taken care of me. He's given me such a beautiful house. He's given me all the food. He's given me all the clothes. He's given me all these luxuries. And how can I disobey him? Because he does not want me to do this. How can I do this? So there is the
What
lesson.
was the sin?
Yeah. So basically, the sin which he wanted to do is he wanted basically the wife of finance minister wanted him to do something really bad. Yeah, wanted to do something really bad, which the which the finance minister did not want him to do. Which the finance minister did not want Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam to do. Now and then that is why Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam did that. Okay, if because the finance minister has told me not to do that, I cannot do that. I will not do that, and you have to remember. And then but then for us, what rather for us, the message over here is, rather than focusing on what was that sin, the question for me and you, and the lesson for me and you over here is, what are do we also have this response towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Because you see, Allah, just like Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam reflected that the finance minister has given me aid, so many things, all these luxuries, all this food, house, everything, and how can I disobey him? The lesson for us over here is, if Allah Ta'ala has given us so many blessings, how can we disobey Allah? That is the message over here. So for us, we need to focus on the lesson from this, that if Allah Ta'ala has given us such blessings, so many blessings, then how can we disobey Allah? How can we disobey Allah? We, even when moments like these come to us, at that time we need to reflect. No, Allah Ta'ala is the one who's given me this. How can I disobey Allah? And this reminds me, because this is a scenario which happens a lot. I've seen a lot of kids, when there is when there is food made in the house which they do not like, they're like, no, I don't want to eat this. I don't want to eat this, and they make, and they basically don't value this food, and they just say, no, I don't want to eat this and all that. They make these tantrums. You know what? I saw a video a few years back where there's a place in Philippines where people actually buy dustbin food and eat it. So the food which me and you throw in the dustbins, there is a company over there who picks up that food from the dustbin, cleans it a bit, and that food is then sold at restaurants. People, knowing that this is dustbin food, come and pay money, buy it and eat it. This is how we are doing na qadri. We are of the blessings which Allah Ta'ala has given us, by at times when we are given food which we would not be like, no, I don't want to eat it, and we just throw it away. This is na qadri of having that. We are not appreciating the blessings which Allah Ta'ala has given us. So the message for us over here is that we need to appreciate and acknowledge the blessings which Allah Ta'ala has given us, and when any opportunity of sin comes to us, go into that reflection zone. Allah Ta'ala has given me eyes. Allah Ta'ala has given me hands. Allah Ta'ala has given me a family. You know what? There are people in the world who cannot see color. There are people in the world, for them the world is black and white. Any color is black and white is white. Imagine that we can see the grass is green. We can see the water is blue. We can see the sky We can see such beautiful colors in the flowers. There are people in the world who cannot. If you get a time today, just go on YouTube. There are certain videos on YouTube where they have the captured the responses or the expressions of the people who have never seen color in this world, and then they were given some special glasses to wear when they can see colors. You will see there are tears in their eyes. Imagine, we take this for granted, right? For 10-15 years we are seeing color. We said everyone looks at color. There are people in this world who cannot see color, my friend, who cannot see color at all. Look at their expression. There are people, definitely you would know, they cannot run. Their legs are like that. They're always on a wheelchair. Imagine, you can run, you can play sports. There are people who cannot play sports. Reflect on those blessings. Reflect, and then it will be easier for us to leave the sin. Because when you reflect on blessings, you will have love of Allah. You will fall in love with Him, that, oh, He has given me so much. He is such a great Lord. How can I do this? And then when the love of Allah increases, then it becomes very easy to stay away from the sin. Because when you feel that love in your heart for someone, then you don't want to disobey them. Then you want to make them happy. We also covered that. So this is what our focus should be over here, that we reflect on the response of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. He immediately said, no, my master has given me this. So ulama had said either he was referring to the finance minister, or he was referring to Allah, that Allah Ta'ala also does not want me to do this sin. He is the one who gave me he is the one who made all this tartib, that from Palestine, I went into the well, I became a slave, I came all the way over here. He gave me a place to stay in one of the best houses of Egypt. How can I not disobey him? I will not disobey him. So this is the message for us. Yeah. So yes, I know time is up, but we are just, so see, this is also, so, and then what is mentioned over here is, we'll just end by almost 6:10, guys. So we can just finish this today, and then we'll build up from here. Yeah. And then Allah Ta'ala, and then Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran that Prophet Yusuf Islam says, Innahu la yuflihu zalimun. Because doing sin is also zulm, right? Doing sin is also zulm. And Prophet Yusuf salam said, surely the wrongdoers do not prosper. People who do zulm, they will never be successful, neither in this world, neither in the hereafter, guys. If we do zulm, and Allah Ta'ala hates the people who do zulm, and doing sin is also zulm. Prophet Yusuf Salam is saying, the person who does zulm, he'll never be successful, he'll never prosper. And then Allah Ta'ala is telling us that in Prophet Yusuf Salam's heart also the desire to sin came. But again, he did this, he had this because when he was put into that position, in that position of sin, in his heart also for a moment, the fact that he also commits the sin came. But then again, look at Prophet Yusuf Salam's response. He remembered the favors of his master. We just covered. He thought, oh, Allah Ta'ala has given me so much. There is so much which I have. How can I disobey Allah? Second thing, what he did is, he thought of the end result. What is the result? If I sin, what will be my result? That will be Jahannam. Yeah. So if when such moments come into our life also, when we have an opportunity to sin, we also need to see, okay, where will this sin take me? Will this sin take me to Jahannam, or will this sin take me to Jannah? And if it will take me to Jannah, and definitely a sin cannot take us to Jannah, then it will take me to Jahannam. Then I need to stay away from this sin. So this is how Allah Ta'ala this is how Prophet Yusuf Islam saved him, and Allah Ta'ala helped him with that. Allah Ta'ala says over here also, that the way Allah Ta'ala saved him is Lawla ar'a burhana rabbi. Allah Ta'ala showed him the proof. Because he was a good person, Allah Ta'ala helped him. When we will also be people who do good deeds, Allah Ta'ala will also save us. Allah Ta'ala showed him burhan. What is burhan? Ulama have mentioned there are three possibilities. What is this Burhan? One of the possibilities is that Allah Ta'ala showed Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam Yaqub alayhi salam. In that position, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was shown the image of Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, his father, and his father Yaqub alayhi salam reminded him and he told him not to do it. So that is one of the things. The other ulama have mentioned that he was reminded that he's a prophet, and then that's how he showed. There are certain things which have been mentioned that he saw above, and he saw a certain ayah, and by that he remembered that. But in a nutshell, basically, what is it that Allah Ta'ala guided him? He guided him to stay away from that bad deed and opened him up, as in
Burhan is basically that keeping him stay away from bad deeds.
yeah. Burhan is basically which makes things clear. It was made clear to him that this is a bad position to be in. This is a sin, or this is a position of false. Burhan is what differentiates the truth and the false. So Allah Ta'ala showed him Burhan and basically made that position very clear to him, in which he needs to save himself and stay away from. Yeah. So I think, yeah, that is it for today, inshallah. And then in the next week, inshallah, we will do. So this was the first thing which he did, is he called on to Allah, and then he reminded the wife of the finance minister also that this is a bad deed. And then further, when the wife did not understand, so he ran from that position. So inshallah, we will cover that later on next week, Saturday, inshallah. So make sure that you guys are all on time, inshallah, and we will catch up from here. Any questions anyone has?
Why did the wife try to turn peaceful Islam?
Sorry?
Why did the wife try to turn peaceful Islam?
Yeah, so see, this is what Shaitan does, right? Shaitan can come and deceive anyone, right? Shaitan can come and deceive. That's when for example, when you guys are in school and there are certain friends who bully the other there are certain guys who bully the other people. Yeah. So the question is, you might ask, why are they bullying? That's because Shaitan is making them look cool, right? That, oh, I am a big man, I can bully him, I can beat him, I can beat that. So Shaitan comes and misguides people, and that is what happened. The Shaitan misguided the wife of the finance minister, and that is why she tried to trap Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam in doing a sin. Yeah. All right, jazakumullah khairan to everyone. Inshallah, we will meet next week. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Why